Dave, how's it going?
Not bad. Doing some last-minute homework?
Not quite. Beats math and science, though. The only problem is you don't get credit for it.
Yeah, schools are backward that way.
Exactly. Besides, I gotta stay in touch somehow. This is pretty much my whole athletic career these days, reading magazines. 15 years old, and I'm already an armchair athlete.
Hey, at least beats being a laundry basket athlete like me. They'd never let me out on the basketball court. But I'm great at washing the uniforms.
Yeah, right.
There's not a lot of glory in being the trainer.
Even so, at least you're still part of the team.
Hey, listen. If you really feel that way, why don't you talk to the coach?
About what?
About letting you back on the team.
Sure.
No, I'm serious. Really. If you just went and talked to the guy.
Why? Has William said something?
Well, not exactly.
What does that mean?
Well, no. He hasn't exactly said anything. But the team could really use you back. And Williams has to know that, just like everyone else. I mean, sure, he can be pretty loud and pushy, but he's not an idiot either. So just go talk to him.
There's no point. He'd never let me back on the team.
So how do you know, unless you ask?
So what's your point?
Dad says to tell you it's time to go to school.
Well, thank you, Amanda. Tell Dad I don't know what I'd do without him.
You doing homework?
No, I'm practicing the piano. Of course I'm doing homework, just like I've been doing since 7:30 this morning.
Well, that's good.
What's so good about it?
It's good that you're doing your homework. But if you don't leave now, you're going to be late for school.
So what? There's no point in going to school anyways. I've got math first period and I haven't even finished my homework. There's no point in showing up. I just can't do this stuff.
Well, I guess that's not unusual. Dad says he's never met a girl who was any good at math.
Dad's just full of clever observations.
He says girls just don't have minds that work that way.
I know what he says.
Except, maybe for me. I'm pretty good at math.
Oh, I know, Amanda. You're practically perfect in every single way. And I just can't stand this much perfection first thing in the morning. So would you please just get lost? Yeah, but please just leave me alone.
Janice, hi.
Matt, do you have a second?
Well, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Look, I know we don't really know each other, but all the same...
There's someone I have to talk to, actually. So...
I couldn't help hearing what Courtney said to you the other day about me being irritating.
Oh, that. Well, listen.
It's not a very nice thing to have to hear about yourself. And I don't think it was very fair either. I mean, none of you even know me.
Right. Exactly. And I'm sure Courtney didn't really mean it.
Then why'd she say it?
Well, if it's bugging you, I guess you should probably ask her.
Of course it's bugging me. How would you like it if people called you irritating? I mean, do you think it's true?
Look, I've really got to run.
Another letter from Jake. It's the third one in 2 weeks.
Wow, I guess Jake likes writing letters.
Well, he likes writing you anyway.
So what does he say?
Well, just sort of... He sounds like he's having a great time. I envy him, man. I mean, imagine having a mom that's such a hotshot businesswoman. She goes to China on business and takes you along.
You still haven't told me what the letter says.
Well, it's...
Pretty romantic, huh?
No, of course not. No, he just sort of says... Well, basically, he kind of sounds really romantic. Yeah. He misses me. He's thinking about me all the time.
But that's great.
It's so strange. I mean, it must be something in the Beijing water. Why would Jake start getting all romantic about me?
Why shouldn't he?
Well, because I don't know, because guys just don't seem to see me that way.
Well, then guys should open their eyes a little. So, you gonna write him back?
Yeah, I started the letter last night. What, you want me to tell you what's in it?
Oh, no, of course not. It's private correspondence. Oh, just give me the gist.
Well, it's sort of your basic letter.
Dear Jake, I'm fine. How are you? The weather's lovely.
Well, not that basic. Okay, maybe it's a little romantic.
Darling Jake, the sun hasn't shone since you've left.
Arsman.
I gotta hand it to you, Courtney. Just don't start a long-distance romance with a guy who's out of town. You start one up with a guy who's in China.
Well, there's less pressure this way. I mean, he can't exactly phone up and say, hey, I know this great little restaurant in San Juan. Meet me at 8. Anyway, I'm not even sure it is a long-distance romance. I'm not sure what it is. It's just, well, it's kind of nice, whatever it's called.
It has to be me.
Oh, come on.
I've been at this school for more than a week. I haven't made a single friend. So there has to be something wrong with me, doesn't there?
Aaron, that's crazy. You're a great person.
Then why doesn't anyone want to talk to me?
I'm sure lots of people would love to talk to you.
Then why don't they?
Well, maybe they're just shy.
There's hundreds of kids in this school, Matt. They can't all be shy. So that's why I'm saying it has to be me.
Aaron.
No, that's all right. I guess I'll just get used to it. Hi, Aaron. Hi.
How's it going?
She's just kind of depressed. She hasn't made any friends yet.
Well, she's only been here for a week or so.
That's what I was trying to tell her.
She'll be okay. So, how are you these days?
I'm fine.
Good.
Why shouldn't I be?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, just the way you asked.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I just meant kind of, how's it going?
Like I said, fine.
Like I said, good.
So anyway, I don't suppose you've heard from Ashley.
Nothing yet.
I hope she's doing okay.
Well, it's only private school. It's not like she's in jail.
Still, it'd be nice to know how she's doing. Just so people could stop worrying. Hey, do you have the time?
Yeah, it's almost 8:30.
Good. I'm too late. I just had this crazy idea, like maybe I might drop by Coach Williams' office and have a little chat.
About what?
Let me just ask your opinion. Let's say there's this guy who got kicked off the basketball team for being a total jerk. And let's say he asked Williams for another chance.
Are you serious?
I don't know. What do you figure he'd say?
He'd say, Matt, that's wonderful.
Or he'd say, Walker, turn around so I can kick your butt down the hall.
Just ask him, Matt. Really.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Nothing really. I just wonder what you thought about him.
About Dylan?
Yeah, just, what do you think of him?
You mean apart from being gorgeous?
Hey. So, how's it going?
Fine. You?
Hey. I'm in a band. I'm the drummer.
Oh, right.
You should come here sometime. We're getting pretty hot. I mean, we're getting really hot. Anyway, I was just heading over to play a game of pinball.
Have fun.
You bet.
Billy is very, very strange.
Matt, so did you talk to the coach?
Not yet. I'm still trying to work myself up to it. A guy doesn't want to rush into these kind of things.
But you're still going to do it?
I guess so.
That's great.
Well, we'll see. If you see me with a big grin, it means he said yes. If you see me come flying out of his office, it means he kicked my butt.
You'll be grinning from ear to ear. Trust me.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there's Arsaman. I've just got to ask her about something, okay?
Sure.
I'll be back in a sec. Could you just do me a favor and keep an eye on this for me?
No problem.
Is this for real? Dear Jake.
Hey!
I've been thinking about you too. In fact, I guess I've been thinking about you a lot. Ah, I can't believe this.
That's a private letter.
You were reading it. Courtney's in love with Jake. Why didn't she tell us?
Look, just don't tell her
Tell her what?
that you were reading the letter.
Oh, no. You were reading the letter. I was just passing by and couldn't help noticing.
Just don't tell her, okay?
Matt, would I do something like that? Trust me.
Look, I know it may be a hard concept to grasp, but it is the 90s.
Wow. You're kidding, Chris. Holy man, you could have fooled me.
Which is why it'd be kind of nice if the band could move into the 90s, too.
What's wrong with playing a couple Hendrix songs?
He's a fossil.
Oh, come on.
They add a few violins and play 'em in elevators.
He's the greatest rock guitarist who ever lived. And if you don't know that...
All I'm
I
saying...
know what you're saying. You want to turn us into a thrash metal band.
I do not. I'm just saying we need an edge. Otherwise, we might as well call ourselves Dylan and the Dreamers and look for gigs at old folks' homes.
Fine. We'll change our whole sound. I'll stand on stage and scream, and you can play electric chainsaw.
Dylan, we need more edge. We also need a new drummer.
Would you lay off the drummer, Chris? I'm getting sick and tired of you.
Hi. You guys busy?
No. As a matter of fact, I was just leaving.
So, how's it going with the band?
Oh, great. Terrific. We're just working on our edge. See you around.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, what?
You got a thing about older men or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Must be my imagination. Besides, I thought you were Billy's girlfriend.
His what?
Well, you always spent a lot of time with him.
I do not. He spends a lot of time hanging around me, trying to tell me what a great drummer he is.
Is that right? Man, that's kind of a shame. Matter of fact, he's lousy. That's why I've had to let him go.
You kicked him out of the band?
Well, we don't like to put it that way, but yeah, we've decided we need a new drummer. Take it easy.
Oh, get real. No, really, I kind of like it. Oh, come on, it's awful. What do you think? About what? You're Aaron, right? You're in our English class. So what do you think of that new novel we're reading? It's lousy, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see, Aaron thinks it's the pits, too.
Yeah, it's enough to make you gag, isn't it?
Exactly. I'm glad you've got good taste. Hi, I'm Leah.
This doesn't make sense.
That's the whole point. Math isn't supposed to make sense. It's supposed to build your character.
I have lots of character. I can't stand this anymore.
Need some help?
Would you mind? See what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Well, when you stop to think about it, it does. I mean, it's actually pretty easy.
It is not easy. I've been stuck on it for the past 20 minutes.
Well, just work through it logically. See, all you need to do is find the length of the hypotenuse.
Oh, yeah. Sure, piece of cake.
No, look. It's a right angle triangle, right? So all you do is this. You with me so far?
Yeah, right, sure.
Okay, so you go to the next step.
I think I'll go get a drink of water.
Hey,
to understand all this, so you don't really need me here.
I said I'd give you a hand. I didn't say I'd do your homework for you. Here.
Well, thank you, Arson. Thank you very much. It's so nice to know that you have friends that you can rely on.
Mrs. Maxwell, don't you just hate the way she, hovers over you? I know, like some perfect stork. That's exactly what she looks like.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Matt. This is my brother. Hi, this is Leah. She's my new friend, right? Yeah. Me and Aaron are in lots of classes together. We're gonna have a great time.
Yeah?
Come on.
So, tell me. No, forget it. It's none of my business.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Still, considering half the school seems to know about it.
Know about what?
You and Jake, all those torrid love letters.
What?
I think it's great, Courtney. I really do. And when Matt told me about the letter that you were writing...
Matt told you?
Well, yeah, he said you had shown him the letter. You know, the one about how terribly you miss Jake.
I didn't show Matt anything.
Well, you must have. I mean, how else would he have known what it said? He practically had it memorized. Oh, don't tell me. Matt read the letter without asking you? What a rotten thing to do.
Hey, so how'd it go?
How'd what go?
Your meeting.
With Coach Williams?
Well, of course. Did you talk to him yet?
Yeah.
So what'd he say?
Well, you know what Williams is like. I told him I wanted to apologize, and he just gave me that look. You know, like he's trying to pin bugs to the wall.
Yeah?
Then I told him I'd really like another chance. And he just stared at me for like 30 seconds. Then he said, well, basically, tell Dave to wash your uniform and be at practice tomorrow.
All right.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was so sure he was going to...
Hey, listen to this. Matt just talked to Coach Williams.
Want to know what I think about people who read private letters?
What?
Go ahead. Ask me what I think.
Courtney, listen.
You jerk.
Am I missing something here?
So you can make it? Yeah, I think so. How about you? Sure. Excellent. This is going to be great.
What is? We're going to have a sleepover on Friday at Leah's place.
Really? Well, actually, I have to ask my mom first. But that's no problem. She always says yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Gonna be wild.
Come on.
Hi. Listen, I don't know what to say.
And don't even try.
The letter was just lying there. I couldn't resist.
Obviously.
As soon as I saw what it was about, I stopped reading. But it was too late.
Matt, stop weaseling.
I'm not. I'm just... I mean, there was Brooke, reading it over my shoulder.
What?
I tried to grab it back, but...
You mean you didn't tell her?
Of course I didn't tell her. All I said was, don't tell Courtney. But obviously Brooke turned right around and... I'm just really sorry. It was such an awful thing to do.
Well...
I mean, just really awful. Behind your back. I mean, look, I'll understand if you don't want to talk to me anymore.
Forget about it.
But I can't forget about it.
Let's sit down, you jerk.
You mean that?
And stop apologizing. It's driving me nuts.
Hey.
invent something.
No, you're right. I mean, we obviously need some better equipment. Trouble is, how do we come up with the money?
There are ways.
Like what? We hold a bake sale or something? Of course, amplifiers do cost a lot of money.
Not necessarily. Some of them don't cost a cent.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, well, it's always possible to find an amp. One that's just sort of lying around, unattended.
You mean steal one?
No. Just sort of borrow it on a long-term basis.
You're crazy.
Just trying to be economical. But if you haven't got the nerve.
Hey, Chris, you want a personal opinion? Keep up with that attitude and you're going to end up in truly major trouble.
Amanda. Hey, I was just thinking about you.
How come you're so cheerful?
Why wouldn't I be cheerful? Besides, I had this idea. Why don't you come over to Dylan's garage tomorrow afternoon and watch us rehearse?
You mean the band?
Of course. Me and Chris and Dylan. The band. Is something wrong?
They haven't even told you yet?
Told me what?
They're getting a new drummer.
What?
Chris told me at lunch. He said he and Dylan had decided.
Decided?
That your history.